day 3 of our Temagami trip. So this morning finds us in Hobart Lake on the site that we planned for from yesterday, so that was good. Yeah, just got the fire going, I got the water on. First priority is coffee. Set the alarm for 5:30 this morning to try to film the sunrise, but two factors. One, it was partially cloudy, and second was I was really tired, so decided not to get up. Anyway, so it's just after 7 o'clock now. So we're gonna get up, get some coffee, some pancakes, and pack up for the day. Get a day trip up the up Maple Mountain. So that should be a good day. It's awesome because we made it all the way to this site, which was a good push yesterday. So we don't have to leave the site. We're here for 2 nights. Well, one more night now. So yeah, we just get to leave it as is, and pack up for the day, and then head back out. It's awesome. All right, just putting everything together here. So we got pancakes cooking, we got pre-cooked bacon, coffee is steeping, beans, baked beans I did rehydrated last night, and just heating them up. So gourmet breakfast in the bush. It's gonna be good. Okay, so just gonna show you the route, the plan for this six night trip. So we came in, we parked at this parking spot here, and we launched from here. And again, there was so many people here. It looked like a public beach in Ottawa. So yeah, we came down this road, parked, paddled down here through Mount Napoleon, portage here, paddled down here. Yeah, the winds were coming from this direction, so every time we were crossing this way, it was kind of interesting because we were getting sideways, and then we went up into the wind, took this portage. So we're intending to do going up to here today, but you know, because of the winds and stuff, we're actually stopped back here on this island here. So that's as far as we made it today. So not a bad distance considering we actually started from here at 1 o'clock, got all the way to here, just 2 portages and quite a bit of water and into headwinds. So for this trip itself, I'm going to zoom out here, our intent is actually to go all the way up here into Sucker Gut and actually hike Maple Mountain. So we're going to be doing that. So we're going to come up from where we are into Lady Evelyn's smooth water, up through here, do these 2 portages, up through the narrows here into, I guess, what's known as Betty's Hole, and portage through here, camp there. And the intent is to get there tomorrow, so it's going to be a long day, but we're going to get there tomorrow, and then we're going to stay there for 2 nights because we're going to wake up the next morning, do the hike, go back and spend that night there, and then we're going to leave from there and we're going to head south. So we've got a couple of options depending how hard we want to make our trip. I think we're going to head down to Frank's Falls and down to Center Falls and maybe stay at that site and see what it's like, because it's supposed to be really beautiful in that area. And there is a possibility we could try the Chain Falls, but I mean, that's pretty ambitious. So the other intent is just to paddle back the way we came. So we'll spend a night there, go back here, and then, you know, figure it out as we go. So on our site here are these, it's like a tree, but this tree has these like matte red berries all over them. And I don't think I've ever seen berries that are like that. Like literally matte red. Like they're really cool looking. Tons of them. I don't know if anybody knows what this is, but It's like I say, it's not a shrub because it's a tree, and I don't know what that is. All right, we're just starting our paddle here. There's Maple Mountain, about halfway across Hobart Lake here, and yeah, that's where we're going, up there. But as per this whole trip, we were paddling into headwind, because that's the way it's been the whole time. Anyways, so it should take us about an hour to get to the trailhead, and we'll start a hike. All right, so we just turned onto the path, you want to call it that, the swampy route to Tupper Lake. So Tupper Lake is just right down there, and then right there, back there is the meeting point of the three lakes. There's Old Bill Lake, Hobart Lake, and Tupper Lake. So it's like a little T-junction right there. So, Highway of the Creeks. Here we go. Okay, so we had yeah, a little shallow there, had to get out, push the boat. And then we have a lift over here. And then a second lift over right there. Looks like it's gonna be a high one. And then we should be in the lake because I can see the lake right behind it. So not too bad, nice and easy anyway. If you can see there, it's not deep or anything like that. It's just mostly sandy and kind of mucky, but you know, we're doing it in bare feet, so we're doing good. Yeah, all right, almost there. Yeah, so the beaver's been busy. You can tell it's all fresh green. Like, I think he's done this last night because some of these are still very fresh. So he's probably perturbed. All these people are breaking through his home to go hike Maple Mountain all the time. But oh well, it's the nature of it. Yeah. A lot of board. It became a good time of the year. But if it is, it's not a lake. It's more of a swamp. Good section. Feel burned legs. So it should be about the halfway point. There's the lake. Yeah. Okay, so we found where all the blueberries have been hiding. We're about 1,000 meters up on the hike. We got about 600 more to go. And, so you can see, beautiful. But we're like kind of on a slope and you see all the ferns. But in the ferns, just hordes of blueberries everywhere. That's just one plant of, who knows how many spread out through here. So, yeah, good to pause. It's been a hike so far, and we still have a ways to go. So, anyways, pick some blueberries and carry on. Okay, I don't have to stop. I can just reach down and pick as I go. Yeah, so this is all blueberries on the trail, and well, the bears are here as well, because yeah, this is all blueberries. But like, step over the poop here, but I mean, like, you can just see it's all so many. And that is just one little plant in like field of it. All right, so we made it to the tower. I'm just standing underneath it right now. And so this would be facing west. I'm not familiar with the lakes on this side, but we were at a point down there, down the trail there, where you could see everything. Here it's kind of overgrown. But yeah, so we made it up here. So the trail that we took didn't have that ladder on it, because as we were coming up the top, there's a bunch of blue signs, like hiking signs. They were all new, and the trail that we were on, you could tell, was fairly new, because it was still like all bushy and stuff like that. And we're like, okay, I guess they, must have made a new path or something. We weren't sure, never been here before. And we got up here, obviously we didn't take that ladder that I've seen before people take in the past. So obviously they do, or they did make a new route that kind of goes out and comes back and avoids the ladder there. So that's good. It wasn't a bad hike. We're gonna stop now and find somewhere for lunch and eat some more blueberries. Oh my gosh, we've eaten so many blueberries. I mean, I must have eaten like 4 or 5 pints of blueberries. I've never seen this much in my life. Like, it is like one plant has a handful. One plant. Like, it's easy. And they're big here. So good. So I'm just eating way too many blueberries. So it took us a little while longer to get up here. So yeah, we're gonna have lunch and then make our way back down. rushing. It's called gravity. It's rushing me. With your one hand. Yeah. Okay, so we're back from our hike. We got back probably hour and a half ago. Just took some time there and actually went in the water, washed up, got changed, all that stuff, and then sat down and read my book for a little while. And now I'm just getting the fire going there. And tonight on the menu, we're having spaghetti. So just dehydrated spaghetti. No, with, yeah, it hasn't quite, still pretty solid. So yeah, just dehydrated spaghetti. There are some vegetables and everything else that I made at home. So yeah, fire's just starting. Whew, it's getting warm there. And yeah, we're going to have that. The wind stayed pretty strong today. Where we are, wind's blowing through here, and it's actually pretty chilly. Got my sweater and my merino wool shirt on because it's, yeah, with the wind, it's just steady. So even though it looks beautiful out, I feel cool. So anyways, better than sweating, I guess. I'm always dressed for it. And yeah, so that's dinner, and tonight we're going to figure out what we're going to do for the next 3 days to get out of here. Because we got here in a day and a half, basically. We got 3 days to get out, so we'll see if we go see some falls, take our time, or just see what we're going to do. So anyways, all right, so get some dinner and sit on the fire and relax. Good morning. It is day 4 here on Hobart Lake in Temagami. So we just got up about half an hour ago. It's 7 o'clock now. And I was kind of trying to start the fire and get the water going, but I got super distracted by this. Can we see it here? Beautiful sunrise with the fog coming over. My gosh, it was beautiful this morning. Oh, hard not to sit there and take pictures of it and stuff and get distracted. So we get the fire pot on there, get the water going for some coffee and some oatmeal this morning. And then we're going to hit the road. So we sat around, chatted last night for a little bit about what we want to do. So we got here in about a day and a half. One day was, a long day, but we figured we could go back down south, go check out Frank Falls, Center Falls, all that stuff. But we're not really going to try to do that today. Seen falls before kind of thing, but I think if it's going to do something like that, we make it, a full day out of it instead of just trying to see it and then come back up. So we're going to start making our way back, but we're going to do it in 2 days now. And that'll get us back to our start point on Thursday. So yeah, so we're going to try to do that and start paddling our way out of here. Today is the first calm day around here. Okay, so this is our first calm day of water, and it was the only day I was hoping for the winds the same as they were for the last 2 days, because I've got a small sail with me, like just a cheap plastic sail that I was going to use if the wind was going at our back, because it's been a headwind for the same 2 days. Like the wind direction's been the same, and yeah, I was hoping to use it, get some some free power. But anyways, it is gorgeous out. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it. That's beautiful. Alrighty, so we're gonna get some breakfast on and get the boat packed up and everything else and make our way out of here. So I was just visiting the old thunder boxes and found another trail behind the one I was using and found another one. So there's actually 2 thunder boxes on this site. There's this old one, which obviously is the one they replaced because it's rotting out. But yeah, I just saw this little tiny trail leading up from the other thunder box, and I'm like, where's this one go? But it looks like there was a thunder box here at one point. And then the current one, so that would be the third, is right here, which is got an interesting view because you're elevated and you're like looking out over everything. So anyways, this site's been here a while. That's 3 thunderbox spots. I don't know how often they change them, but I mean, I can't see it being too often. All right, so we're done breakfast. Coffee's being drank, and we're halfway done the pack up. So we're gonna finish it up and get going. But again, oh my God, this morning has just been gorgeous. Like temperatures cool and perfect and calm and just, one of those idyllic mornings you just don't want to rush. So we are taking our time, and we're gonna hit the water eventually. Okay, just leaving our second site here, and the wind is pushing us right into the rocks. Oh, it was beautiful calm this morning. Now the wind's picked up, but yeah, we got everything packed up. A little later start than we mentioned last night, but again, it was such a beautiful morning. There's no rush. We're gonna get as far as we can today. That's the plan. I have the sail set up on the front of the canoe. Wind is going generally with us for the most part. And once we hit the big waters, we're gonna see how it fares. Maybe we'll have luck with it, maybe we won't. I've got the solar panel set out in the canoe here, and yeah, hopefully we'll charge the batteries, catch some wind, and have a good day on the water. You want to try to deploy the sail? There we go. Is the wind catching it yet? No, hold on. Go in the middle a little more. It's 10:36. Just taking a quick pee break here. We've been going for a little bit. We're just on this little narrows here between Sucker Gut Lake and Willow Island Lake. So just kind of like in between here. Stop. Little campsite here. It's very slopey, but it's quite big actually. It's a nice spot, that's for sure. Like, it's not a bad little spot. Like, it is all sloped. I'm sure there's flat spots for tents, but it's kind of like just a slow, constant slope on this whole thing. Somebody made a pretty interesting fire pit. His and hers. Okay, we're gonna head back in the boat and start paddling. Let's take the speed. Okay, so we just deployed the sail, as you can see there. Wind's not very strong yet, but it's coming at us from behind, so that's perfect. So we're going to try. Right now, my app is telling me we're going about 4 kilometers an hour and neither of us are paddling. So that's what we were doing, paddling into the headwind coming this way before. So yeah, we're going to try this. I'm going to paddle a bit, try to get more speed, and see how it works. Nice relaxing day. Yeah, you can see the waves aren't very high today, and the wind's coming from that direction there in the top of Lady Evelyn Lake. Right now we're in Sucker Gut Lake, so just came out of Betty's Hole. That doesn't sound right. And yeah, into this lake. So we're just stopped for lunch here at the No Name Lake. Same lunch spot we stopped here 2 days ago. So in between the two portages, 400-meter one there, 300-meter back behind us. So we did the 400-meter portage, stopped for lunch. Then we'll do the 300 and then see how far we get after that. It's 12:45 right now. I don't know how far we traveled. Maybe we'll 8K or 9K or something like that. Maybe more. Who knows? Yeah, so we just had our cold soaked pasta and just making some coffee. So we're gonna have our second cup of coffee today. But what was interesting is, so I just had the fire here, which I just put out with some water. When we got onto the site, this up here was burning. So all that could have caught. So that's obviously was hot because of this fire was probably blazing, and then it went up there. But when we got on the site, I could see it smoldering. So yeah, you got to make sure stuff is put out properly, because there is nothing but sticks around that it could have caught on, and next thing you know, could have been a big issue. Anyways, it's done. Yeah, we're gonna finish our coffees and keep battling. Okay, we just left the second portage there, the 300-meter, and now we're on the Lady Evelyn. So we're going to go out this little inlet here and then push south to the next portage, which is a 30-meter. It's called Lady Evelyn Falls, but more like a 2-foot swift. But anyways, so yeah, we're going to push down there. It's about 8 kilometers to that portage from here. It's 1:50 now, so I mean, we should be there before 4 o'clock. And then once we cross that, we will see where we stop. And yeah, and of course that all depends on the wind, how it behaves, but we'll see. Yep, now we're on Diamond Lake. Okay, getting in. Look at that, kayakers. Yeah, we're gonna go left. How's it going? Good. Any luck there? Yeah. Yeah, take care. Beautiful. Okay, so we just finished the last portage, the 30-meter portage there. So we're back on Diamond Lake and about a 3-kilometer paddle to the island site that I'm hoping we'll get to, see what it looks like. It's kind of in the middle of like 5 sites along that route, like within 2 kilometers of each other. So we're gonna paddle to that. It's 3:38 right now, so maybe around 4-ish, just after 4, we should be getting close to the site. And we'll probably stop there, because if we go any further, we're going to be outside the Obabika Provincial Park boundaries, and then we're just basically camping on Crown land. And like, what's it called? Smooth Rock Inlet, the northern end there of, I think it's Temagami Lake. Yeah, there's a lot of cottages, a lot of boats, so yeah, if we can, we'll stay on here, and we're not going to push any further today. So onward we go, maybe another 45 minutes or so paddling. So it's just before 5, 4:53 to be exact. We are at our site for the night. Little island where there's a chain of islands all campsited up, because it's just on the entrance of the provincial park, so it makes sense. There's a whole bunch of campsites right at the entrance of it, basically. Yeah, wind's blowing like right at us right now. It's pretty harsh, but hopefully it'll die down a little bit. Yeah, it's a nice little spot we got. So tuck the tent in there. It's pretty soft, and this is kind of like a little peninsula with a very, what would you call it, smooth rocky outcropping out here. So it just goes right out, and yeah, there's the fire pit, and then it just kind of goes on. Nice smooth rock, and the sound of crashing waves. So yeah, there's that should be a campsite over there on that side, and just over basically our neighbors. We saw them actually getting to the site at the same time as us. So they are just across the water here. right over here. So that little spot right there, there's somebody there because they just pulled their canoe in. And that's it. So there's actually, like, I wouldn't call it two sites, but there's another campfire pit through the woods a bit, and a little spot for a tent pad in, like, kind of like the wooded area. It's small, nice area. Debated on going there because there's no wind. You're actually buffeted from the wind, or whatever you want to call it there. Protected. But here is really nice. So hopefully the wind will die down, because it's mid-afternoon. It usually picks up, and then by the evening it starts dying down, right? Normally. So fire pits here, like, really exposed to the wind. So I'm not going to start a fire yet, obviously. Might just use my stove to heat up the dinner tonight, because I don't want embers blowing back towards here. So yeah, that's the site. So tent's getting set up right now. All the stuff's being put inside, and I'm gonna pull out all the food out of the food barrel. Tonight on the menu, we're gonna have a white chili. It's one that I've been making for a while there, and I dehydrated it, so I'll start soaking it. Like I said, it's 5 o'clock now. We started at 9 this morning. We stopped for an hour for lunch, so we had a full day. Again, almost 30 kilometers today, but we had the wind with us the whole time, and we got to use the sail a few times. It was just like typical luck. As soon as you get a huge gust of wind, so you throw the sail up, and as soon as you put the sail up, the wind died down. It was like every single time. So we got a bit of use out of it, but not as much as I would have hoped for. We didn't get over 6 kilometers an hour, basically. I was hoping to get like 10 kilometers an hour in the canoe. That would have been fun. But we didn't get to that. Okay, so get the food going and get the rest of the evening. Good evening. All right, so it is that time of the night where going to bed. So we had our dinner there, which was good. If you ever do dehydrated meals at home, don't use chickpeas. I find they never rehydrate properly unless you actually do them overnight. You need at least 8 hours before they rehydrate. So anyways, besides that, dinner was really good. We did some fishing, caught a pike there. I filmed the sunset, which was really nice. So we got to sit on that really nice rocky point there with the chairs and just watch the sunset. And then, yeah, that was about it. Didn't have a fire tonight. Didn't start a fire. Didn't really need to. It's not late right now. I'm setting the alarm for 5:30 because I'm going to try to get up. It's supposed to be, there's like no clouds right now. It's supposed to be clear sky all night. And it's supposed to be clear tomorrow morning. So I'm going to try to get up, film some stars, film the sunrise, and then put some coffee on and get packed up and get ready to go. So that's it for tonight. And it was a good day all around. Traveled a lot. Beautiful weather. Wind was behind us all the whole time. So, yeah, trip's been great. So, going to bed, get some sleep, and do some more traveling tomorrow. All right. See you in the morning. Good morning. Whew. As you can see, the sun is just coming up. I got up over about an hour ago to film the sunrise. Beautiful. Like, it was just gorgeous. Hopefully it works out, but on the little camera screen there, it looks like a little ball of fire because of all the mist off the water there. So yeah, you can see all the all the mist there. What a beautiful morning here. Oh, so it's 6:30 in the morning. I've got coffee already in my mug. Got the fire going, and that was priority. Other than filming the sunrise, was getting the coffee going. So today's plans have changed a little bit. So we're gonna shorten the trip again. Gonna go from 6 nights to 4 nights because we've only got half a day of travel. Like, it's only been about 4 hours for us to get back to our launch point. And at that point, we're on Sandy Inlet Bay, which is on public, well, Crown land near Camp, I think it's called Wanapete. Anyways, it's quite a popular spot. When we launched, it was like, a couple dozen people there. And I don't know if we really want to camp there. So we can get home by dinner time, back to the trailer where I have a beach by the trailer. Beautiful spot. So I think we're going to do that. So we're going to pack up here, eat our oatmeal, and get on the water probably within about an hour or so, and just enjoy this. Like, this is gorgeous. Wow. Like, amazing. Yeah, so this trip has been wonderful. Like, it's chilly this morning, which is perfect. There's no bugs. We had we got in the tent last night before 10, and just as we got in, within like a few minutes, we heard the mosquitoes starting, and then they went away. And that was it. There was nothing. So yeah, no bites. It's great. All right, so coffee got to be drank, and oatmeal's got to be made. So we just got some fresh blueberries and throw them in our oatmeal mix. Yeah, the plants even on this island were very plentiful. So we got lucky here. All right, so this is our view for breakfast. Beautiful. All right, time to eat. All right, just stepping off the island here. Last bit of travel this morning. Back to the put-in. Okay, just finishing up the first portage here, and we're now officially outside the park boundary, back into Crown land, and potentially a lot of boats and cottages. So yeah, we've this is our second trip, so we're just gonna load the canoe and go back out to our, actually we got one more portage. Yeah, go to the second portage, which is the longest one, 700 meters, and then yeah, go to our launch point and load the car. All right. right, we are here. So just up ahead is the trail to the car. So we landed here at Sandy Inlet Bay in a beautiful, calm, very calm lake. Hardly any wind today at all. It's been beautiful. So that's it. That marks the end of our trip here in Temagami. Hope you enjoyed it, because I sure did. All right, till next time.